guys, I'm just putting a video together for our P7 surface modeling exercise. So on the assignment, we're told JP has been approached by a toy manufacturing company wanting him to design an engine cover for a toy tractor, with NAS created as a 3D surface model and taken it to become a solid model and create a detailed drawing with some basic important dimensions. No tractor model will be supplied. So if you guys go into Files on Teams, I have added all the parts for the toy tractor in here and assemble them for you. So you just need to download them up here, save them to your machine or to your SharePoint where they can open, and you'll open up a little model of a toy tractor that looks something like this. So what we're being asked to do is create a little engine cover that'll sit over the top here, which is, in the end, it's going to look something along the lines of this. You can add colour and change material depending if you're a John Deere or Massey Ferguson fan, or if you really care about farming at all, or you can just change it whichever colour you like. So get us started. Once you have this open, surface modeling works by building around a model that already exists. So we have this model. We don't need to measure anything. We're going to surface model around it. One thing I will do and recommend you guys do is over here, if you hold control and select the tires, you can hide those, and that'll become very obvious there in a second why. So up to assembly, insert component. We're used to going to insert components. We're not doing that. We're picking new part here. Now sketch and click anywhere on the part, and you can see it's turned into a series of lines. So this is what we use when we're surface modeling, is these lines. If surfaces isn't shown for you, right click on sketch, go to tabs and pick surfaces here until it pops up. At the moment we're still in sketch. I want to zoom in, hold control and pick the outline of the shape. So that outline of the shape already exists. We've selected it. If we go to convert entities, we turn that into its own drawing, and now we can surface model off that line. So if we go to surface modeling, extrude, and you can see the piers there, and you bring it up until it's about 79. Excuse me. And that's us. The first step of surface modeling done. So now what we can do is, if I pick or zoom in here and pick this plane, I can sketch a line between here and here. And if I go into surfaces, extrude surface, I can bring it up. And just bring it up well above the part, because I want to show us another handy feature in here. So you can bring it up as much as you like. There. Now I want to trim that surface. So in surfaces, up to trim. And you can see trim tool. So I want us to pick this and this. And you can see here it says remove or keep. So I want to keep what we've selected, which means it's going to remove this amber bit up here, and click OK. So now we're well on track to having our part complete. These two parts exist as separate parts at the moment. I want them all to be one, so I can go to knit, pick these two, click OK, and that just means that this is one part now. I can do some other features in here if I want. I can decide that this would look better if it was filleted at the front. This is all entirely up to you guys. You can fillet the whole front of it. And maybe just make it 1 mil or so and click OK to see what it looks like. And you guys can modify that to suit your own design preference. That looks fine enough for me. Last step. So at the moment there's no hole in here in our surface model for this exhaust. So we're going to use the features we've already used to solve this. I want to pick this surface as my sketch plane. I want to go and I want to draw a circle. And let's say it should be radius 6. Maybe it's slightly bigger than 6. You can make that up yourself. Say 6.25. And click OK. Now if I go back into surfaces and I pick trim surface, this time I want to keep this part, but if I change this to remove, I'll go the other way actually. I want to keep this, get rid of this. Oh, that looks okay. We've got a little hole in there now. So that's our surface model created. So far, it only exists within the assembly. So what you need to do is you need to right click down here and open part. So when you click open part, it opens up as a new part. In SOLIDWORKS, the way we're sort of more used to seeing it. I can see there my surface remove hasn't worked. So I can just, because the circle's already there, features, and if I can find extrude cut, sketch, add my circle in till it matches up, and I could cut that out if I wanted to, or not. Play about with it in surface to make sure you don't fall for this mistake. Just going to ignore it for the moment. So at the moment you can see this exists only as a surface model. There's no thickness or depth to it. So in your surfaces plane, if you come up to thicken, select your part, and you want to change it to thicken the inside. 10 is too big, it's only a little toy, so let's say 1.5 or so. See there, it adds in that little bit of depth. It looks more like what we'd want it to look like. And to finish it off, you can just add in some little slots for airflow or whatever else you think it might need. So you can just cut those and make these look a bit better than what I've done. So it could look something like this. And you can change the color up here. And you can change the material to suit as well if you want to make it polished steel, or and just play about with it. The final task is to create an engineering drawing of it. So what you need to do is you need to save it as, so that you're saving it as a separate part. And now you can just import it into a drawing sheet the way you're used to. Give it the dimensions, add in a colored isometric maybe, and finish it off. And that should be our P7 hopefully done.